I was super thrilled when I got asked to be a part of AI VSS because it really took like my concept of this risk matrix and then quantified it. And I think that's something that was severely lacking in the industry.
I want to now get David's perspective on AI risk landscape. I know you've been doing a lot of work around AI risk metrics and threat modeling, red teaming. So how did you redraw the map of risk in a world of increasingly autonomous systems, and what approaches are you following at Scale AI to measure these risks?
Yeah, thank you. That's a great question. So brief background, I started off my career as an SRE. And so a lot of risk matrices are really how we justified if something was worthwhile doing or not. A year and a half ago, I think maybe, I didn't really see anything out there. This is way before AI VSS happened. And I created an AI risk matrix that had two indices. One was intent versus the responsibility of the output. So the intent would be something benign, like give me a recipe, versus something that's very malicious. That's give me a recipe for yellow cake. And the responsibility of the matrix was the model output. And so this worked really well with LLMs and chat-based conversations that we had, very one-to-one dimensional. And then as agents continue to become more and more prolific, I added a third index, which is a agency. And it's actually something you touched on earlier, where as these processes and flows are evolving now to have multi-orchestration, I think we need to really take into the account the idea of a one-to-one conversation has a way different risk level than an agentic workflow versus what could happen in a few years, like a collective workflow where models are working together and thinking together. All of these risks need to really be itemized and thought about. So I was super thrilled when I got asked to be a part of AI VSS because it really took like my concept of this risk matrix and then quantified it. And I think that's something that was severely lacking in the industry. There isn't, oh, I need to allocate budget to cybersecurity and that should cover AI, or I need to allocate budget to AI security and that'll cover cyber. They're completely different avenues, I think. And so I think I have to imagine this is difficult for you from a CISO perspective, is trying to find that fine balance and where you're going to invest your resources, where you're going to invest in really implementing that and mitigating that risk at the edge as much as possible. So I'm really focused on making sure that the models are safe, that the models aren't going to embarrass your business and end you up on, the front page of the Wall Street Journal or something like that. And I think the best way that we found to do it, what our customers are really appreciating, is we're doing what the bad guys are doing. We have a team of, I think, 60 or 70 professional red teamers that red team every single day for all of our customers. And for some of our Gen AI customers, from one of the frontier models that we all use. And it's really fascinating to see what this wide, diverse set of red teamers is really able to accomplish, what risks they're able to undercover.